I wish oh man. That's why I said 7 because I wanted to have dinner. If I had known we were just going to eat during the thing,
Oh,
I would
shut
have been
up.
like, oh, we can go.
This is how we started the show. I've been recording for like a minute. And Dave's like, I would like to have dinner.
I would have eaten too.
Just if I knew we were all having delicious Triscuit crackers, I would have had one as well.
Do you have flavors?
What the fuck's it called again?
Bunk You. Bunk You.
That's the name of the show sometimes. Bunk You. Hi.
Hi.
We're going to talk about how ethnicities aren't real. And before you go, oh God, now they're getting canceled. Blacks are real. I don't mean them. But they're not African Americans. They're Americans.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they were made here. I believe that if you were made here, if people fucked and made you here, that's where you're from. Stop talking about where your grandparents fucked. It's weird. It's a weird brag. You're bragging about where your people you never met, great-grandparents fucked.
What if your grandparents fucked someplace?
Flag. Grandma fucked. Grandma fucked. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but what if they fucked someplace cool? Like they were the first people to fuck in a car? Because back when they were kids, the car was
so
the
were
new
they
thing.
Carian Americans?
Karnak?
Yeah. Though I guess I'm a Ford American.
But here's the thing. They fuck somewhere cool. That's their shit. Why are you fucking pilching off their fuck?
That'd be cool to be like, yeah, my grandparents were the first ones ever fucking a car because, you know, they got the Model T rolled off the line when they were doing it. They were innovators.
I'm going to disagree and say that wouldn't be cool. Like, if you came up to me and said, hey, you want to know something interesting about my family? Because they were fucking trash. Why would you fuck in a car? Back then, you could fuck in front of your family. You just tell your kids to shut up.
You ever watch that show Vikings? They actually fuck with their, like, there were the houses where they were all one room.
Yeah, there's fucking.
They did fuck right in front of their family.
That's also how the homeless fuck.
Brandon's cat.
That's how the homeless fuck Brandon's cat.
Are you trying to
my tail?
Pat, are you trying to say all the homeless are related?
I think once you're homeless, you're related.
To all the other homeless? I'm going to say this tea is delightful, by the way.
What are you drinking?
Green tea, but I put a splash of vanilla in it. It's nice.
Yeah, you did.
Now, is that an ethnicity?
Yep. They're born that way.
I definitely want to do. I do want to say that I have been. I remember Pat has held a stance for a long time about people and where they're from, and it's one of the things I can first remember.
Oh, we lost Brandon.
Brandon got bleeped.
Yeah, Brandon got canceled. First one.
Brandon just said the N-word so much. It's the first time I remember.
Man, he just hates those N-words. Loves saying it, though.
Are you back, Brandon? Can you talk? No, we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you.
Can you hear us? This is fun.
Yeah. Brandon, can you hear?
Brandon,
can you hear
sign the N-word. It's this.
Oh, yeah.
That's not it.
Is that really the N-word in sign language?
It's something with your nose touching. That comedian Ari Spears did it.
Damn.
Dave, what do you think? What do you think? If someone says they're Italian, shouldn't that mean they're from Italy?
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, no.
You just argued with yourself and lost.
Yeah, I did. But I brought up a good point to myself. So
that what? Can you share it with the class?
Yeah, if someone's Italian, like, hey, I'm gonna like, people used to come here from other countries and be like, I'm Irish, and Irish need not apply. So they walked around until they could get a job as a cop. So I don't mind people being like, yeah, I held on to that heritage. I don't think it needs to be like that's what I am above all else. But like, yeah, I'm Italian. Like, I'm Italian.
But they came here.
Yeah.
To get away
from Italy,
from the place that they're bragging about.
Well, that's the thing about the kids. The kids are dumb because the grandparents, the people who left and came here, were like, speak English in this house only, and then the next generation was like, no, we're gonna be, 2 generations removed. We're like, oh, we fucking love where we came from.
You know, who gets that good? Indians. Indians get it because they make their kids speak English so
Yeah.
they don't have to, and they're just their fucking interpreters at a store.
Yeah.
They're like, no, and the other one's like, yeah, do you have Twinkies? Like, holy shit, yeah, we do. Thanks, Punjab. It's Phil. I'm like, oh shit.
Brandon, are you back? Nope, still not back.
Nope, not back. Nope.
Nope.
Brandon's still doing the Helen Keller episode. What's happening? Brandon? I mean, but Brandon was talking, so it's not.
Yeah, he was. Like something just.
Brandon got. Oh shit! Brandon's been writing that book, and now the shadow people got him.
Oh, the book has been
Shut him
banned.
down. They shut Brandon down, but they're like, we like your background, so we'll keep that.
Damn it! All I want to know is what Brandon's eating, and he can't answer me. Damn it! Pat, what are you eating? Chicken fingers?
Finger
Nice.
from the Chinese.
Oh, see, it's ethnic. It's ethnic
Those
food.
fuckers are Chinese. But their daughter, who's 12 and basically runs the register and does all the orders and answers the phone, she's American. If you asked her, she'd say she's American. She talked shit to a guy today. It was great. We have to wait outside, and there's like a little, because of COVID, whatever, there's like a little like doorway thing that you talk through, and they have a baby monitor they talk through.
That's
which is awesome.
awesome.
They fucking handle it right away. They were able to keep business going. They're what's my favorite food in the world from this place. I love them. And
What's
I
the name
go
of the
there all the
restaurant?
time. Even when I call now, they go, "Oh, Pat!" Like it's the best. It's like I feel love. Like, "Oh, Pat, you know, it's like 10 minutes, whatever, Pat." Like, all right, oh, whatever. Like, oh,
What's
no
the name of
boneless rib today. Like, no, not today. I'm gonna switch it up. They're like, okay, but so when I was waiting in line, one jerk trash guy just looks at the girl and goes, "Do you speak English?" She goes, "Better than you, dude." And I'm like,
That's awesome.
just shut him down. Say, I got your food. What are you gonna fucking do about it, Brandon? Nope.
Nope. Wow.
Whatever ethnicity Brandon is, I hate that one, and I'm racist now.
Did you hit the space bar and mute yourself?
Is that a thing?
I was just reading through. I think it is.
Are you doing it?
No, I was about to though. Here we go.
What if you can't fix it?
I just hit the space bar. Here we go. I don't know. It's making noises in my headphones.
Yeah, you're not muted. You say,
Yeah.
here we go, like a little gay guy falling down a well.
Here we go.
All right.
Just noticed that the dude
But
in my
seriously, I know what you said, but if somebody asks you, we're
Mhm.
trained this way. If someone says to me, "What are you?"
Yeah.
We don't say American.
right.
We
Right.
say Irish. We say Italian. We say Polish.
Yeah.
Why? We're
I think-
supposed to be so fucking proud. We're proud to be an American. But
Yeah.
the second you can say you're Italian, you're gonna yell that shit. But you then go to fucking Italy.
Because I think it's because when you say you're American, like America doesn't have a set, like you say American and you get kind of like, could be this, could be that in terms of
Yeah.
culture and values. No, but
Italian. There's so many.
it's too big. Yeah. You say, hey, I'm Italian. And I'm like, oh, I can go have a drink and then slap that guy's wife with him. Like, you
He
know,
goes,
when,
"No, that's Sicily. In Rome, we finger a guy's butthole." You don't know. Like they have different places too.
you say I'm American, people be like, all right, so that means we can get guns. Like, I
Right.
think that's about it. Have
And,
hamburgers.
and we're large black men.
No, we're supposed to be fat and armed.
If you go to Japan, they're like, "Oh, you're all Shaquille O'Neal."
I would go to Japan.
That's what they know. But it just isn't me hating other countries. I'm just tired of
Kind of
people.
is.
No, it's not. I'm just tired of people using where they're from to describe who they are. It's the same when we did the horoscope thing. Someone's like, "Well, I act like this because I'm a fucking Pisces." Oh, I can't help that I speak my mind. I'm German. Like, no, you're loud.
Well,
I know
for the record,
quiet Germans.
I don't think Germans are known for
Not
speaking their mind.
anymore.
Pretty sure they're known for going with the flow.
I don't think they went with a flow.
Someone else's flow.
Yeah, one flow.
Doing what they're told.
Some of them didn't do what they were told. Some of them improvised. Here comes Brandon again. What the fuck?
All right, let's see what happens.
Just comes out N-word blazing.
Nope.
Oh. This is a fun game.
Did you just did you try turning it off and turning it back on?
He obviously did that. He left and came back. Dave.
Maybe his headset.
Dave, you're not an Indian. Don't help with IT.
Okay, first thing I would like you to check, sir, please, to tell me, is your machine plugged in?
Now, when you do an
I'm
American
Randall
accent, are we
for
country?
technical
When other
services.
countries do us, are they doing the Dave Chappelle voice for us? Are they doing like
That's awesome. God, I
Western
hope so. I hope so. There's got to be an American. I'll bet like American accent is probably Texan. Like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, I'm from
Yeah,
America and I
for
love me
years
some
we were
guns.
cowboys?
Yep. Howdy, partner. I'm from America.
Like, I'm Irish. That's what I'm told I am. I've never been to Ireland. I don't give a fuck about Ireland. I don't know anything about Ireland. My kids have very Irish names because my ex-wife, when we were together, wanted Irish names for them. Those names are unique to me because that's who my children are. So I love those names, but I don't give a fuck about anyone else with that Irish name or the heritage. Or when people go, "Oh, wonderful, Celtic and Gaelic and buttlick and all that shit," like I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't get. What,
Or Gaelic and Buttlick next to each other.
yeah, if you have to care about their friends, if you have to care about your heritage, you're boring. Tell me someone who just leads with, "We're Italian, so that's what we do." You're
Yeah.
a boring person, and you have to live this thing as other people. Like, and Italians keep morphing into worse shit. At one point, they were all like, and then they were like Sopranos, and now they're just fucking behind like the Jersey. That's East Haven, Connecticut, by me.
Yeah. That's
is.
not real Italian.
That's not. You're from Jersey. You're an orange shithead. Brandon, part
Welcome
5.
to Jersey, home of the orange shitheads.
The New Jersey fighting orange shithead.
Here we go.
Now
I'm
Brandon
gonna
doesn't have
say.
a picture of him.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's another no.
How about now?
Now I can hear you, we can't
Oh,
see you.
Well, I'm working on that. How about now?
whoa. Are you
Yeah,
outside?
welcome to America.
Yeah, I just was on my laptop, but now I'm on my phone, so it's working on my phone. So screw
Nice.
my laptop, I guess.
It's cool that you could join us from the forest.
Yeah.
Well,
Screw it. Right?
now
Oops.
you're. What the hell did you do?
I don't know.
Oh, he's gone.
Dave, how dare you? Anyone
How dare you
judge anyone
What?
about setting up their phone, Mr. I'm a butthole every week.
We talk about. I figured it out. Look at this.
Guys, I had to go to the forest, and now that I'm in the forest, I can hear you. The
Where
reception's
the
much
Native
better.
Americans are.
Oh,
All right, so
I just
Brandon,
wanted.
Dave's giving me
Yes.
no help at all.
No, I
What do you
already
think
know
about
that. So.
ethnicity.
Well, I just wanted. I'll start this by saying that the first thing that allowed me to the first thing I saw you say, Pat, because you've held this stance for a long time about people who say they're like, oh, I'm Italian and I'm Irish. And that's one thing that I knew. I was like, oh, this guy gets it. I'm like, yeah, he definitely gets it because these people are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
So I'll just want to say that. So your stance is,
They're
and it made
retarded
me
Americans.
clearly.
so
It's like
wait.
I
So
got
can
that.
retarded
Hang
people
on,
say that
hang
and be
on.
okay?
Sure, but like I feel like I got it,
Polish.
I'm retarded.
but yeah, I think I feel similar to you with the whole ethnicity thing. I think it's just something made up to divide people, kind of. I mean, I don't know if it's made up on purpose to do that, but that's what happens.
I think at one point it was, and at one point it became a crutch for your personality. Like I was saying when you get off,
Yeah.
like my argument about horoscopes when people use them wrong. The people that say, well, I'm a Pisces, that's why I'm being a dick today. It's like, no, you're being a dick today. And you happen to be born that day. That's not two things. You're not loud and hitting your wife because you're Italian. You're a terrible man. That's why you're doing that. Because there's good Italian. You're not Italian. You were raised by people that did terrible things, or you do terrible things, or you were, some reason in your mind, you do bad shit. But it's not because your great grandparents fucking came in each other in a fucking tower in Italy.
Okay, but what if the terrible people that raised him were Italian, and the terrible people that raised them were Italian, and it just turns out that Italians are terrible people?
Okay, Dave, if you're a 2-year-old
Yeah.
baby and I come by, I'm Russian and I fucking steal you because I'm a Russian who steals babies, and I swoop you up, take you with me, and I raise you to be my fucking killer hitman baby, and you get older, you're not a dick because I'm Russian. You're a dick because I'm a kidnapper of babies who teaches you how to fight and kill.
No, I'm a dick because originally I'm Italian. We already established they're awful people.
What? Prove to me somewhere that in your DNA, being from a country makes the buildup of who you are. Besides the skin color, what does it do? The voice, the accent only comes from what you're mimicking, what you're learning. You're hearing it, you're mimicking it, and that's what it's from. Everything else, your skin color comes from where you're from because it's the different parts of the world with the sun and all the bullshit and the way you're.
Okay, what about Native
You
Americans
mix
being
it,
highly
but how
susceptible
you
to
act
being
as a person,
okay,
how
okay,
you do, is not
okay,
fucking because
okay,
you're from
wait,
fucking
wait,
Europe. I'm
wait,
talking.
wait. I'm answering your question.
Yeah, but let me finish. What are you, fucking Polish?
See what we lose if we say ethnicity is bullshit? All the fun
cheap,
stuff.
Listen, as a comic, it's a cheap fucking hack thing, and I hate it.
Why? It's so much fun, though.
It's not. It's hack. You're better than this.
Well, first of all, no. Second of all, I still like doing it. Hack. It's so much fun.
Brandon, am I wrong with the DNA thing? It doesn't matter.
What about the Native Americans?
Well, I'll just say
Native
this.
Americans were highly susceptible to being to alcoholism because of their DNA. Like it was a drug that swept through them in a way that it did not sweep through Europeans.
Okay, Dave.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Europeans fucking go find
no.
where
I'm saying
from, you stupid
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. I'm saying
what we're focusing on.
No, I'm saying I'm saying as a drug that addicted the population, it hit the Native American population incredibly hard, as opposed to
that's like saying because you're black, you drink in the hood. We put the booze there to fucking keep them down. That's why they have it. The Native Americans had it. We wanted to keep them down so they wouldn't kill us, so we boozed them the fuck up.
But they could have been like, I don't like it, but they were like, this is the best.
I just want to say that
all their friends were dead.
Dave is kind of right.
No, he's not.
But he gets it
cut out again.
He gets it wrong in a hilarious way because what he's trying to say is basically what the scientists used to say about black people, why they could jump higher. Like, so it's not in their DNA.
Yeah, you just Jimmy the Greek the fuck out of it.
Yeah, he did. It's just because the Native Americans didn't have that alcohol in their culture and they weren't used to it. So when then they just went overboard. It's like it's like if you have a daughter and you never let her out and you keep her under your sight, never let ever drink, and then you send her off to college with no supervision, she's gonna go crazy. That's what happened to the Native Americans. It wasn't their genes.
It wasn't their DNA to be a whore.
What about the incidents? Yeah. What about the incidents of addiction? Because you can let your daughter go out and be a whore, and she's like, "Oh, I'm a party girl," but it doesn't necessarily mean she's
all right. Yeah, I could address that too. Well,
go for it.
Yeah, for sure. Addiction, I believe it doesn't come from that. I think it comes from the Native Americans used to have a way of life, and now that they can't live that way of life, they really feel there's no purpose to live deep down, maybe. So then they want to kill themselves. So how they do it slowly, they drink themselves slowly to death.
And we learn coping at an early age from what our environment is. If your parents drink to make shit go away, or you see your parent, even more so, see your parents only being happy when they drink, you grow up thinking that's what happy adults do. And you don't realize they were doing it to suppress all the shit. And then you get older and you do it. Now, two things happen from that. There are some people who see that and go, I'm never going to drink because I don't want to be like that. But that's not because of DNA taking a flip side. It's just that they it's a learned experience. You know, so that you see that and you learn, and then it depends on who you are as a person individually to make that decision if I'm going to go with that or not go with that. Addiction is an individualistic thing. I don't think it's a DNA thing. Now, it's like father, like son shit, where you're learning it, seeing it, and taking after it. And personalities are similar, but it has to do with that one person. It has to do with the fact that that both their people's grandparents or great grandparents fucked in fucking Yugoslavia.
Well, I'm just going to cut one point of order. Addiction, in terms of addiction and heredity and DNA, that's why if you're a child of if you're a child of someone who's drug addicted to drugs, you have to be aware of it because you have a higher percentage of chance of being addicted.
If you're a child of someone who is on heroin, you don't know that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't know that you're theirs.
Heroin.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the argument. Is it nurture or nature? And I feel it's more nurture, where they try to tell you it's nature, but I don't believe it. I don't. Well, so I mean, it could be maybe you're a little more susceptible, but I really do feel that the root of most addiction has to do with I'll give you this. Sometimes there's people who have one drink and then they're just a total blackout and they go somewhere. Maybe that's hereditary. I don't know.
I think it's allergic. I think there are many people that are allergic to alcohol.
All right. Then the Native Americans are more allergic to alcohol than everybody.
No, you're not hearing what we're saying. Native Americans were put into such I was kidding, but like for real, we killed off all of them. We beat them down. We put them into submission. They were like
The
their
only
whole
thing
lives
they're
were changed.
allergic
No,
to.
seriously, but they're flipped on their whole side, and then they're just into this depression, and they're all of a sudden being treated like they're lesser thans. What are you going to do? You're going to turn to things to make your mind shut off, and they went to that. Now there are plenty of Native Americans that don't drink, but we highlighted those. There are many of Chinese people that can fucking drive, but we don't highlight those.
Are you sure?
There are black people with small dicks. There are black people with
Small-
tiny penises.
wait a minute, wait a minute,
We
wait
don't
a minute, wait a
highlight
minute.
those.
I don't
believe
understand
that
why you're saying
over
we
the
took so
driving
much from the
thing.
Native Americans. We gave them blankets.
But they were gross.
Ooh.
They were so gross. We gave them gross blankets. Like,
What are you
that's
gonna
when you
say,
go to
Brandon?
someone's house in their guest room, and they're like, "Here, stay in here," and you see the bed's not made. It's like, why am I? Who else slept there? Like everyone that comes here, we never change the sheets. Like, do I look Native American to you? Give me some clean sheets. I'm just hung up on the fact that at the end of the day, most people in this country are bragging about where someone in their family fucked. It's such a weird concept that we just accept. It's weird. Like, I go on stage, you both know, way too much talking about old people fucking. I talk about it way too much. And then people get all weirded out, but then they'll go, I'm Mexican. Like, so you're from Mexico? Where in Mexico? Oh, I've never been. My grandfather was there. Your grandparents
Judging by
fucked
your
in
accent.
Mexico. That was my Mexican accent. I've never been. That's how I know they're not Mexican. They're English. I knew if I did a Mexican accent that we'd just start getting in trouble.
Right,
Pato! Pato!
Hey,
Hey.
Odele!
here we are in lovely Mexico. Crikey, I love being Mexican.
By the way, Dave.
My sound?
Yeah, you keep cutting a little bit.
How's that?
No, I can still hear you.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
I think it has to do with.
Chinks.
Fine.
All right, so
How come a hack is okay when you do it?
because I said chinks at the end. I made it
I get it.
my own. And I'm also tired of people bragging. Also bothers me, but also the crutch of it. Like you said, Dave. Well, we drink. We're this. We're Irish. We got to drink. I quit drinking. I know a lot of Irish people that don't drink. We don't have to drink. You're an individual that chooses to do it or not do it. I don't love potatoes. Like, I don't.
Really? They're delicious.
I would take a sweet potato over fucking boring ass regular potato any day of the week.
I do like sweet potatoes.
Or them purple motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, you ever
The
had
Wesley
them?
Snipes potato.
You midnight motherfucker.
Yeah, always bet on Russet. But it's like it's one I don't stereotypes that's why I joke about them on stage, because they're so funny, because they're so stupid. The stereotype is someone saying you do this because you're this. And then they then end up doing it because they feel like they need to blend in, but they don't want to do it. Black people want to fuck skinny white women. They do. Who doesn't? But
You know what it is? I think because there's a little bit of truth, and where the truth is there's culture, but the culture has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's just where you're brought up and raised, like we were saying before. So I think that's why people are like, oh, it's a black thing. It's like, no, it's the culture, because if you investigate that culture further, you'll see that it comes from England from like the 1500s. So
right,
it's
but if you're
from
raised
white people.
in the point you're making, if you're raised in the hood, you're gonna act like a fucking hood rat because you were raised in the hood. It's not because your family was from Africa. It's because you're living in a poor environment and you have to adapt and survive.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
You're
Because
gonna
humans
act a certain way
adapt.
because you were raised in the burbs. It's not because your family was from South Africa and beat up the other people in the
So,
hood.
So what you're saying is
Dave, you have not
riffraff?
talked over me once.
Yeah, but riffraff, hood rat. I don't buy that.
I love when it's not
Only
me.
they'd look closer, they would see a poor boy. No siree.
I know you think we get this.
Out.
Brandon, do you get that reference?
Really? No
You're
one
not
watched
gay.
Aladdin?
Oh, what, like in 1994, maybe.
I don't think to
Yeah,
be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that see, that is culturally that's odd because you're white, and that's like
cartoon.
welcome
I was
to.
a
That's
little
like welcome to here's Disney.
I like some Disney.
Walt Disney?
I mean, I love Lion King,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was
Aladdin didn't do it for. I don't like fuckers on carpets. That's not a thing for me.
What were we talking about before he derailed?
what about that music video?
That was the nicest asshole thing Brandon's ever said. Hey, what were
I had
we
a good
kindly
point to
talking
make.
about before you derailed this entire fucking thing?
I think
With
we're talking
Aladdin.
about,
You're talking about
nature versus nurture.
where you're from, like you were
Yeah.
saying, like where you were raised in an environment. That's what makes who you are more so than where your family was from originally.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, because it just goes to show how adaptive humans are. They adapt to the situation they're in to survive best. So they will take on that culture if it suits them. So, or if it helps them, if it benefits them.
Like someone, if they're raised in a rich, posh environment and then bad things happen and they become homeless and destitute, they have to learn to become survival in that way, or they don't live. They don't keep acting rich and stupid and hoping things happen. They adapt, and all of a sudden they're fucking foraging and pillaging and doing all the things they fucking have to do.
Unless it's trading places.
I was just thinking
unless
you
it's
were
a
just
hilarious
talking about
movie
trading
in the
places.
80s.
So good.
No one's hearing either one of us.
What?
I wish we traded places.
Maybe we should. Then you have a better microphone.
Or maybe you should talk the whole time and I'll just chime in and sing gay songs. Oh, wait, we both do that.
Yeah. Throw that stone, buddy.
I did. I threw that stone. Fucker. Like, okay. African American. Let's go there.
Okay.
Oh, I want to say one thing before you, really quickly, right?
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Because I've
Yeah, because he
uncovered
paused and acted like a gentleman and talked.
I've uncovered some I've come across some,
Black people.
take it as you will, but apparently there's evidence to state that some of the Seminoles and a lot of the Native Americans were actually
Seamen.
black and white, and there's actually recent human remains found. This is mainstream, of Norse people, white humans here, like in the 200s or something, 100s, real long time ago. So I'm of a firm belief that there was black people already here, and I don't think slavery is what they said it was. I know it sounds really racist and shit, but I know you guys get it. But yeah, I think it's just a big division tool. Yeah, I'm sure there were slaves taken over, but I think there was black people here too that they used.
Well, I know
that
that
were
because I saw
native.
this picture one time of a Native American telling a joke, and then he went like this. And I was like, oh, there must be black people there because he's going to tell a black people joke. So
Exactly, you get it.
yeah. People were all over the place. It's crazy
Yeah.
to think at one point we were the game Risk.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
weren't.
exactly.
We weren't the game Risk.
Yeah.
People did find places. People did do things, and abnormalities happen. You know what I mean? There's definitely going to be things there. It wasn't just red people in America and just yellow people in Asia, and just white people, and it's all over. Because there were people going around. The second we had any ability to have transportation, listen, does it shock me that black people were somewhere else besides the place they're being treated like shit? No, that's a good move. Yeah, I would leave. I'd be like, oh, wait, I'm street chilling. Because, like, I like how people go, it was better in Africa. They weren't being treated good there.
No.
They were tiger food. It wasn't a good time. They didn't Shaka Zulu.
Tiger food.
Just hanging out.
Shaka Zulu.
Oh, they were doing all that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some of them that were like, let's go on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get in the boat.
Yeah.
A lot of them just got in the boat. A lot of them got in because they wanted to leave there. Now, it wasn't better, but they wanted to leave. Listen, if you are bragging that you're from somewhere else, if your family came here before maps on a boat, your family was stupid and they're losers. They were losers and you're products of losers. So I don't know why you're bragging about it. They gave up on the place they were supposed to be and they said, let's go somewhere else. It's going to be better. Guess what? It's never better. Okay. It's like when you leave a marriage and you're like, oh, I'm going to leave this marriage because one day at a party, a young girl winked at me. So I think my 48-year-old hot ass can get some tail. She had a fucking twitch or she had a MS or something. That's why she winked at you. She wasn't winking at you. Then you leave your wife and you think it's going to be better, but you ain't getting shit. Now you're buying hookers like a loser and you're fucking living in a one big apartment eating beans in a can. It's not
Already
better.
sounds better. Sounds better than being married.
Pat, I thought we weren't going to talk about my personal life. No.
I changed it. Used to chickpeas, not beans. Like none of that. If anyone that knows any of us, I'm the only one who's married and had nothing.
Yeah.
That seemed like a weird admission. I'm like, there's nothing truthful in that. But no, but okay, I do understand that when African Americans came over here and they weren't pleased as punch with the situation and they weren't treated the best. And I get that some people are still mad that people they never met were beat up and stuff, but like,
They
you're not
weren't
African.
treated the best.
You're not African. You are American. You are here. You are part of us. You are part of our people. We are black. We are white. We are Chinese. We are whatever the fuck other flavors there are. We're all that shit. We are the melting pot from all over. But if we're going to be the melting pot, if we're supposed to be Americans and proud, stop every time you're asked what the fuck you are. Do you say that you're fucking from Italy? You're not. Then go back to Italy, you orange pieces of shit. I gotta keep blocking Snooki, but there she is. That's gross. Do you see?
And as somebody who spent a bunch of time in Italy, when I was in the military, I spent 6 months there straight. There's some great people there.
How long did you? Yeah, son of a bitch.
In 1 week. Okay. Damn it, that was an option.
Just the way you worded it was beautifully.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. After I said it, I was like, yeah, no.
I forgot
I got that
Pat's
one
too.
And then, but no, there was really quality, cool people there, but there were some douchebags there too. It's like anywhere else, so it's not like just because you're Italian, you're fucking magically nice. No, there's a lot.
As I go to Bridgeport, Connecticut, there's some people that are gonna rob me, and then some people are gonna hold the door for me. They're not all shitheads.
Some will do both.
Minorities. They're not all terrible people. Everything is not. It has nothing to do with where they're from. Not all
imply that
Puerto Ricans
minorities are terrible.
I know, I like that list. They're not all shitheads. They're not all minorities. They're not all thieves. They're not all drug dealers listening to reggaeton.
If we point out what I say, we get in more trouble. We just let it go.
The only reason I talk over you is because I listen to what you say.
Yeah, but it's the only thing getting us views. There's this guy, there's these two people. Well, there's these two people that I don't know their name, but they go through this. They hate me so much. They go through this. They pull up things I say, and they take them out of context and say how I'm racist and I'm all this. And it's like, yeah, I get it. I mean, it's obviously a comedy podcast.
I mean,
all they're gonna have is me going, so Africa was so bad, you just came over. Like, get over slavery, wouldn't you? Come on, relax. Oh, at least your parents can afford a whip. It sounds cool, like a whole bunch of Indiana Joneses running around having a good old time.
Couldn't have hated that much. You're still wearing T-shirts.
Now,
what are those made at?
Once again, you know who's got it right? The Indians again. The people from India.
Which ones?
The ones we named. Because what the pattern, their whole cookie cutter fucking approach is, you send them over here, they make money here, and then when they're older, they go back. And and then the next group comes over, they build businesses here, and they have a plan to take care of themselves and use a loophole in the system. They're Indian. They're Indians that are coming to America and taking advantage of the situation and then going back. They're not American because they're going back. They're fucking. They're making things. They're coming. Now, they make some here, but even the ones they make here go back with them. Unless they don't want to, then they stay. And guess what they're proud of? Being Americans. Talk to an Indian professor, a doctor. The most successful people we have right now in this country are Indians. And they're proud to be Americans to have the opportunity to do so.
But
they
the
smell.
But to your point, Pat, the people that are killing it are Indians and Koreans. It's a bunch of people who are very tied to their heritage and that have a different brand, like you said, a different set of values, and they value the education, they value the family. They say, you're going to do this, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to work, you get an education. But they do that because of their ethnicity.
No, they don't. They do it because of their work ethic. I know lazy Koreans.
Ethic is just ethnic without the N.
Okay, guys, I'm not kidding anymore. We need to sell merch, and that's for sure. I don't know who's going to make it. Brandon, get on it. We can make money off that. That's a fucking shirt. We sell that. I'll go on Compound Media and sell that goddamn shirt. The right-wing motherfuckers will buy that goddamn shirt.
Oh, that's a good shirt.
That's hilarious.
Ethics is just ethnic without the N. You know what the N stands for. That says on the back. That's what it says on the back. We don't say what it stands for, but all the writing is in red, but the end's in black.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not what it stands for. I know what you're saying, but that's also how each individual family decides to raise their children. Now, the child can learn to do that. I know people that grew up with very hardworking parents that don't work at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, we once again though that Dave, that is a stereotype. Not all of them do that, but the ones that we see and we know the successful ones that we see and notice have that approach. But successful white people that I know have that approach. It's an approach.
So when you say the ones that we see, not all of them are like that, Pat, and some white people are different. Now, which ones are you talking about?
The fucking chink ones you were talking about, whatever. Which one? Was it Korean? I'm white. What's wrong with that? I'm tired of that shit too.
How about we just debunk
I'm
white?
white.
There's no such thing as white, though. What does white even mean?
I mean, I stand as proof
Well,
to the
because if you
contrary.
called us peach, that'd be weird. I don't want to be peach.
Yeah, but what I mean is, what I'm saying is that we could just be a group of people that started out originally in a certain climate. Then once we all started to move around, it doesn't mean we have, we could just be from another whole part of the world. You know what I'm saying? We're just in that one climate, so we have the skin.
But
There's
then
no
how
such
would
thing
we
as
have white power?
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. It's
Yeah, when does that kick in?
construct.
Oh, white.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you mean white privilege. White power can chime in whenever you want to.
And there's no reason not to talk over you.
So since there's no such thing as black, there's no
I
such
know
thing
you're
as
whiter
white.
in skin, but I am a whiter alpha male. Who's gonna win the clan off?
That's actually a good question.
Right now is the 3 pictures of men that could lead a white rally. It's like you're playing that game, Guess Who? It's like, which one?
Oh my
which
God.
one ran a cult? Brandon,
I'm screwed.
Which one was in the Hitler Youth Rally?
Click, 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 click.
Which one looks like he'd step on a black guy's neck and not even be a cop?
That Guess Who was so goddamn racist because there was only one black dude. We had to outlaw that question as number one. Are you black?
Did I send either one of you guys that meme?
No.
I forget who sent it to me. I think it was Dion or somebody. It was Guess Who. And so I saw it on I think it was a Twitter account called Asian Pat Dixon. And they're playing Guess Who. And then they're both sitting there and then the boy says, "Are they breathing?" And then the girl goes, "Yes," and he just moves down the George Floyd fucking Guess Who. The George Floyd one on the Guess Who game. He's a hero.
That's good.
Yeah, he's something.
He's a hero. Now, did George Floyd get in trouble because his family was from Africa?
I guess.
No.
I mean, he's dead.
He's in
Is
trouble because there are people that hate skin color. It didn't matter if he was from Africa or if he was from London. He was a black person and a guy was being a dickhead about it. It has nothing to do with either of those things. That guy who stepped on his neck, it doesn't matter where his grandparents fucked, unless they were all neck steppers. But even that would be something they just did as a family together. That doesn't mean they did it as a cultural heritage. Next stepping.
I think they knew each other because they were bouncers.
They definitely knew each other.
They're bouncers at the same bar. So and I think one of them wasn't he really high on methamphetamines? They're saying now from the tox report. Yeah. So who knows?
And
I'm not saying it's
supposedly,
right.
Supposedly,
if I was there, I would have pushed the cop off him. I'm telling you, if I was there, I would have got arrested because you can't do that. But still, whatever.
Supposedly, he didn't die from strangulation either.
Yeah, you play. You play. What do they say? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes or whatever. It's what happens, man.
Is that a saying?
It should be.
That's our second T-shirt.
And we need
to play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Play silly games, win silly prizes. I think is how it goes.
Yours better. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
How about you play retarded games?
You get retarded prizes.
Really quick, you guys want to hear a really funny story? Something that happened to me Sunday.
I will. Who's gonna tell it?
I will really quickly. I went to Providence to buy a car for the car dealership I'm working at on Craigslist. The guy said he had it. And when I got there, it was a total scam. And the guy was hammered, like drunk out of his mind,
What was his
and
ethnicity?
he was a white guy.
Fucking white.
Like it was in Providence, and he had this terrible Boston accent.
Ugh.
And he said it was a 2006, and it ended up being a 2004 with like almost 100,000 miles more. And the pictures he showed were different online.
That's like this girl I was with, and like you said 18.
Exactly. He was 21, and then
She was really in 2004.
Before I really realized what was up, like I got in the car to go for a test ride with him, and he almost like killed us in the parking lot. It was hilarious. He was like going 100. Yeah, so I had a very fun experience in fucking Providence. So I debunk, so white people are terrible too. No, we didn't.
Oh,
I just
white,
like,
you're the worst.
I would have bought it for less because it ran good, but he didn't want to move on the price. I'm like, I'm like, all right, bro, I'll see you later.
How much was he asking?
And then, of course, everyone said, because he was really shady and he had another dude, they were pretty big, and everyone's like, oh, did you have your gun with you? I'm like, no, because it's Rhode Island. I didn't take it, but I still would have cut his eyes out and probably ate him in front of his friend. So.
Would you eat eyes?
No.
Yeah, for intimidation purposes, I totally would.
Oh,
I would
gross.
fake the eye eat. I don't know if I can handle the texture of an eye.
Dude, I had the opportunity to eat the eyeball of a fish and couldn't do it. I can't imagine a person.
Cooked?
The person or the fish?
Yeah, but think of this, guys. If I did that in front of his friend would be my slave now. That guy would follow me around forever and be like, "What?" He would be.
I don't know if slaves followed them around. They're not puppies.
Yeah, he'd be so afraid of me.
I don't get it. You said he was white.
Yeah. Oh, white people.
If you eat someone's eyes, their color doesn't matter anymore.
Just so you know, the word
because they can't see it.
The word slave comes from Slav because.
Yes, I know. There's a huge white slave trade in.
No, everyone's been. Humans have been
Africa.
slaves. And I feel that the thing is with the psyop, why they really want everyone to just focus on black slavery is because they don't want you to know that now everyone's a slave. We're all a mental slave. Not all of us.
Wait, quick announcement. There's been a big slave trade. The New York Knicks. Isn't that all that is?
Yeah.
You are black people for better black people.
Hey, I got a question too. Who's paying all the sports people's salaries right now if no one's going to see the games?
They're going, Brandon. They're just not going physically. These motherfuckers are buying fake seats. They're buying seats where they can watch like Zoom.
Really?
They can sit there on Zoom and have the angle from that seat and walk.
Dude, thank you so much for that information. Because
WWE's doing that right now. They have the thing called the Thunderdome.
Wow.
It's packed, and it's 1,000 Zoom cameras, and they're all just watching from home, paying ticket prices. Now, the only thing the places are arenas can't do it. Arenas aren't doing food. So the people that have their own places are taking care of that. You know what I mean? Like the WWE has their own performance center. They do things there. They don't really travel around anymore and do it, obviously. They're going to have WrestleMania in a real place with some live people there now.
Why wouldn't you just do pay-per-view?
That's some great information.
It's like pay-per-view without the actual camera angles. Like, ooh, this is great. I got
because you're not gonna pay for every show. Because you're still putting it on TV. A pay-per-view you can't put on TV for the other people to watch to want to be part of the experience. You're and you can
part
also,
of what experience?
In baseball, you can, instead of doing that, you can pay, and then they take a picture of you and they put it in the seats.
This is fucking dumb. I hate this part of life. This is the dumbest fucking thing. You're sharing in the experience of not being here. Isn't it amazing?
And if a baseball hits your fucking paper face, I think you win a prize.
Do you get to keep it? Do they mail it to you?
Stupid game, stupid prize. There you go.
I hope somebody comes to their house and like throws like Roger Clemens now goes to the house and throws the baseball full speed at your face.
That would be awesome.
Dong, and it's Roger Clemens, like a Geico commercial. Hi, it's Hall of Famer Roger Clemens, and he just fires the fucking thing at you.
Who's that molesting my daughter? That's old baseball player Luis Polonia, because he used to molest children when he was playing baseball for the Yankees.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, Google it. She was 16.
Oh,
okay. That's when that happened. My dad just went, well, that makes sense because he's Latino. And I was like, that's not.
See how long Pat's been debunking ethnicity? There's no end there. It's
my whole life.
Ethics.
My whole life I've been debunking it. People are people. If you want to diddle a kid, it doesn't matter where you're from. You want to diddle a kid. Doesn't mean your grandparents did it and you did it. Actually, no, never mind. That one's exactly what that means. That's exactly what
yeah, isn't it? It's usually spread through contact.
Well, sometimes you spread them. Sometimes you keep your legs closed. Depends on what you're into.
A child.
It's still
That's podophiles day, right?
people
That's
can
the-
say whatever they want about
We're Bunk
Louis
U now.
C.K. It's still one of my favorite things he ever talked about when he was on Saturday Night Live, and he goes, "Listen, I'm not saying it's
Oh yeah.
to risk everything. It's kid ass has to be amazing.
Yeah, that's
so
a great
You know
one.
you're
Jim.
going to jail, but you're like, it's so sweet.
Oh, so good.
But and I know I've been saying a lot of crazy things on this, but I'm being serious. Like, it's not even about like being proud of being American. I'm not even proud. I don't even to be honest, I don't even think myself as American. I'm from Connecticut. I'm from
We
a
know you're not
smaller
proud.
area. I've lived in Massachusetts 2 years of my life. I don't think of myself being Massachusetts. I don't even think of myself being New England. I'm from Connecticut. I'm from the environment of here. I talk the way I do and I act the way I do because a lot of other people from New England talk like this and we're okay. You hear about that. You go to California, they're more lax and they wouldn't handle what you're saying. It's because of the little bit of culture we are. We shouldn't even be a fucking country. We're so huge. We should be broken up into smaller, different countries. New Jersey is nothing like Idaho. They shouldn't be together. Like, that's not a thing. It's such a weird, different, vast culture. It's not, so imagine being there and saying, well, it's because I'm really from Czechoslovakia. Fuck you. No, that's not even a place anymore. What happens to them? They blew up all those fucking places and said, now you're called this. Like, I'm not even from the thing I bragged about anymore. Now I'm from a different thing. It's fucking weird.
What is Czechoslovakia now?
Maybe that's
Are they like the Czech Republic or something?
Yeah, Czech Republic and then Slovakia.
Yeah,
And
and
they
then
call it
like
Slovenia.
yeah, and then like Yugoslavia is not a thing, right?
No, I don't think so.
Remember when
That
they
was
were
all
a thing?
under.
Vlade Divas
They made the
was
car?
from there.
Who?
Vlade Divas.
I don't know who that is.
Fuck you! You don't know Vlade Divas.
I don't know who Vlade Divas
Vlade
is.
Divas. He was one of the
let's do
best
Vlade
basketball
Divas
players there
again.
was. Oh, look him up. He was awesome. He played for the Lakers. I mean, he was amazing.
How do I spell Vlade?
VLADE.
Oh, DE.
And Divas is DIVAC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was
Came right
amazing.
up.
Incredible basketball player.
That dude.
Yeah.
That dude looks like he's.
I also,
He was
you
on
know,
the Lakers. He was living it up in LA
Yeah.
with sunglasses, hanging out with Jack Nicholson. He wasn't fucking Yugoslavian anymore. He was fucking LA dude.
He looks like a grizzled mob boss from a
Looks
movie.
like a tall Yakov Smirnoff.
you know who
What a
used to kill it in
country.
the NBA before the quote unquote African American or black people did? You know,
The
Ethnicity did?
Jews.
Yeah. And you know why?
Because there were no African Americans.
No. Well, this is the thing, because they're
Because
you know,
a rebound's like picking up a nickel.
exactly. You nailed it. It's just because the way
Problem
that
was
they
no
were
one would
raised.
pass.
People, you know, most white, you know, most suburban people are raised in a much more laxed environment, so they don't have to hustle and get as good and practice as hard. So the Jewish population at the time was subject to that. And then when the black, I guess, population came in, they were just a little better at it
Not even that.
for one reason or another.
When you're left outside with nothing to do, you do something to keep yourself entertained. And it's true.
It's a way
there's
out,
there's a
too.
reason why there's not a ton of African American golfers, and there's a ton of, not a lot of great white basketball players. We might all have hoops in our house, but it was something we did as recreation once in a while. Even if you're dedicated, it wasn't the thing you did because you couldn't go inside because there was no electricity on or no one to watch you.
How
You
is
had to be out there and
basketball
you played
way
it all
out?
day, and then you had to be good or you weren't allowed to play, and then you had to fucking hang out with assholes who were going to kill you. It was a way of surviving. That you got good at it, but it also became a thing of pride, a brag thing. I'm good at basketball, therefore I have worth, I have value in this area, which it doesn't in other cultures. And the Jews did it because they were like, you know, we sweat a little, we shoot a little, and in this way, if we get put back in that camp, we have something to do.
Movish fits in.
Our games aren't very exciting, but we've got strong fundamentals.
You went like Mel Brooks Jew, like you went.
Oh God, yeah.
By the way, how is that not the cheaper driving alternative? Juber.
How did Shlomo make the coffee?
How?
Hebrew.
Well, mosted.
Hey, bro.
He brewed it.
I see what you did there.
Get it, Dave?
Yeah.
Get
Hey,
it?
Brandon. Did you hear about the guy who was bad at making stained glass windows, so he took up carpentry? Turns out he made a better door than a window.
thought that was gonna be a Jesus joke.
No.
It's
You-
Jesus
Did you
adjacent.
hear what the black kid got for Christmas?
No.
My
bike. That was gonna make that clip. See, like I'm,
Oh God, yeah.
I hope it does, because it's true. Because I've had my bike stolen.
okay, I
So.
think I've told this, but here you go. What do you guys know about the Vietnamese? If I had to get a Vietnamese stereotype from you, what would it be?
Well, I know that my dad shot at him.
Yeah, okay, so they're elusive.
Really, really good at protecting their home turf. Like real good. Like they could fend off jets and shit.
How is there not a thing called Ho Chi Minh Trail mix? Like, how is there not?
What would be in that?
Whatever you want.
What? Seriously, what's
a
Vietnamese
tooth, a
cuisine?
hymen, and a
You know
white
what's
guy's
not in it?
condom.
You know what's not in it? The Americans.
Yep. They actually were never there.
He kicked them out.
And the saying can be, they're so delicious, you'll Vietnam nom them up. When I was growing up, I'm sorry, I'm saying the wrong place. Not Vietnamese, Cambodia. What do you know about the Cambodians?
Nothing. No one in my family shot at any of them.
That you know of. Maybe it wasn't for a job, just for sport. Brandon, you know anything about the Cambodians?
Not really. Just that they
Aren't they?
came here as refugees. Some people.
Stop me if you heard this one. I was in 4th, 5th grade, and there was a kid who moved to our school from Cambodia. He was adopted by white people right in Cheshire, Connecticut, and his name was Lee Dong. Yeah, that was his name. Lee Dong. Lee looked like he was like, you know, like how sometimes a baseball team will get a guy from a different country and you're like, that guy's not 18, that guy's 38. Like Lee Dong looked 38, but he was in 5th grade. And he came in and he had a Yankees baseball jacket on. He was like, I'm American. Look at my blue jeans, whatever. And he had giant ass teeth. And he had crazy like Dick Clark hair. It was he looked like a Cambodian Lego. And so anyway, so he's in our school and he lived kind of near me. So therefore they were like, well, you should walk home with Lee. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking walk home with Lee. And I have my bike, and I had this bike I liked a lot. It was a black, I forget what the fuck kind it was called. It was a black bike with a red handlebar. I forget what the fuck kind of bike it was. But I was a Huffy? Yeah, Huffy bike. And
Huffy, that's what, yeah.
I liked my bike. I had the pegs, the whole thing. But I couldn't ride the bike if I'm walking with Lee Dong because Lee Dong doesn't have a bike. And so walk. So every day I would walk in silence with Lee Dong because he barely spoke English. And he would go, pot. And I'm like, Lee, go, pot. And I'm like, Lee. And it was like a mile walk. This is back when like they were like, if you lived more than a mile away, you could take the bus, but we lived like exactly a mile away. So we had to walk if you were 4th grade or older, but 3rd grade and younger could take the bus. So like my sister would get on the bus and like give us the finger and get a nice ride. We'd have to walk. Anyway, so I'm walking. I would walk with Lee. I'd walk the whole bike. And sometimes he'd go, can I push bike? And I'm like, sure, Lee. And he'd push the bike.
Shirley.
Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Call me Lee Dong.
Shirley Dong.
Shirley Dong. But
Shirley Dong.
I know her now.
My family was, we talked about this before. My family was religious and they raised me that way. So I had to go to CCD, religious class. And ours was at our school once a week. And I was on, I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. I had to stay after school and go there to school. So I went and I would bring my bike like normal. And then I would lock my bike up with a bike chain, like the old school ones, a fucking bike lock. It would have the plastic on the outside of it, but it was a fucking real chain link there. In Lee, this is the first time I think CCD hadn't been happening and it just started for one like season or whatever. So I didn't tell this person I didn't know that I wasn't going to walk home with him. But I guess apparently Lee waited. How do I know that? Because when I walked out of CCD half hour later, there was no Lee, but there was also no bike.
Oh.
And the bike chain, I looked at it and I said, those are teeth marks. Someone bit through the chain on this bike. And I went inside and I said that. I said, fucking Lee Dong. No, don't swear. I'm like, Lee Dong. You know Lee Dong. You know Lee Dong. No, we know. Stop doing that. Like, Lee Dong. He bit my bike. Pat, no one can do that. He did it. And then, so I went home. Mom, Lee Dong stole my bike, and he bit through the chain like that. He didn't. That sounds racist. I go, I'm not. I don't even know what that really is, but I know I'm not being racist. That man bit. And I go, I got the chain. She goes, well, that could be anything. I'm like, it can't be anything. It's teeth marks on a fucking chain. Call the police. So we called the police, and they're like, they came over, and they're like, that can't be teeth. I'm like, it's teeth. And so we had to go to Lee Dong's house. We went there, and there's my bike, just on his porch. And he goes in, and he's got a chipped tooth. And he goes, Pat, your bike. I go, yeah, Lee, you bit through the chain. He goes, like that. He bit through it. Now, does that mean I think every Cambodian has super teeth?
Absolutely. Those goddamn Cambodians and their metal
Wow.
choppers.
But if that's a new stereotype, let's start it right now. Cambodians have super teeth.
He's
And
like
I know I've told
chompers.
you guys about Lokesh Nigam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lokesh one time, he's Indian, obviously. And he had we were playing kickball or baseball, and the ball went under a car, and he went under the car to get it, but the car started rolling,
Oh, no.
and it went on his head. And the
Oh, no.
tire, he's like this, and the tire was on his head. And he's like, hey, guys, can you get this off my head? And we're like, how are you talking? There's a car on your head. So we were yelling, and then people came out and they're like, oh, my God, we can't start the car. We'll run his head over. He's just chilling. Hey, get this off my head. And it's just face just talking, but there's a tire, and it's just a fucking car. And white men came out, and they lifted it and got his head out of there, and he just kept playing baseball. So Indians have super craniums. That's another stereotype. No, it's not true. That guy has a strong skull, and the other one has super teeth. And I was growing up in an X-Men school, apparently. I don't know what's going on.
Hey,
What's
what
going
does
on in
CCD
Cheshire?
stand for?
What?
So, what does CCD stand for? Because I was supposed to go to that, and I never did.
I don't know.
Catechism
Yeah, it's
school
something
or something.
What's catechism?
curriculum.
Yeah, it's supplemental
Dick.
for like Catholic religion. So people so if you went to Catholic school, you wouldn't have to go, but people that didn't want to go, but then wanted to have confirmation.
I
would
don't
go.
have my phone near me, so
Oh, wait, I do.
yeah, you're the one who Google shit anyway.
I also have the power of the internet.
So at the end of the day, people are people because it's their people. It's not bragging about where the fuck you're from. If you're from Poland and you grew up in Poland, then fucking tell me about your Poland. But you know what? Even still, why did you leave Poland? Go the fuck back to Poland. Why you got to come here and tell me how sweet Poland is and you're living next to me? Why the fuck are you next to me? I like Connecticut. It's the only thing I know. Some people might say it's this and that. I don't know. It's where I've been from. I don't want to go anywhere else. I'm proud to be from here. If that makes me proud to be American, sure. But I'm not proud of the motherfuckers who sing about it in country songs. Fuck them. I don't want to be Toby Keith. I'm me. And I'm not African American. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not. And I wouldn't, even if I was, I'd just be American because I'm fucking here and that's where I'm from. This day and age, when Chinese people are trying to ruin the world by having bat soup, we should all be proud of where the fuck we're from. So stop saying you're Italian when you're not. Jersey Shore, you're garbage trash from New Jersey. You make Bon Jovi look cool. You're not from Italy. Shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Well said.
And I'm proud to be a Connecticut.
It's a place I want to be.
Connecticut.
With my sister, and I gave her HIV.
What?
And I'll
what
proudly
is-
stand
up next to you. Someone wrote that song and made money. Fuck you if America isn't the greatest place. That's why they moved here.
Agreed.
You sing some hokey crap and you make money.
You know, it's funny.
That's
I
the dream.
DJ'd a summer party over the, obviously
It
a
is
party
funny.
over the summer.
Over the summer?
And we played that song, and people are like singing it, and they're like, proud to be American, we released I Know I'm Free. And I'm like, free? Like, try to go to a bar right now or a restaurant. And they're just like, huh? I'm like, never mind. Free.
Try to steal my heart.
Yeah. Try to steal my bike with this chain.
With your teeth, with your stupid Cambodian teeth, Lee Dong. I
Oh,
really
that's
gotta
crazy.
stop saying his name.
You
I'm sure
ever,
he's dead or in prison. You know
I
what
was
he
gonna
looks
say,
like?
you ever follow up on
watch
him?
Bloodsport and like the real mean Chinese guy with the big
Bolo.
shirt?
Yeah,
What was his name?
Bolo.
Juan Lee, or something like that. He looked like him, but he was in 5th grade.
Pat, he's definitely not in prison. No bars can hold Lee Dong.
Yeah,
Come on.
right?
He's like Magneto,
Hannibal
they gotta
Lecter.
put him in one of those fucking bubbles.
The Hannibal Lecter mask.
Plastic.
They gotta put him.
Didn't he? Wasn't he head henchman for Dr. No?
Dr. No, getting through this chain. Listen, if you're Italian, Irish, third thing, no matter what, your food will taste better with Silk City hot sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's the sauce that's sweeping all the nations, not just this one, but it's here, made in America, made in Vermont. Now, the people there are from New Jersey, but also now live in Vermont. So they should be proud of those two places. They don't care about Idaho unless you live in Idaho and you want to make your stupid potato taste better, then you put some sweet Silk City hot sauce on it. They've got tons of flavors, lots of variety, all locally grown. And they're people that support this. They will laugh at this entire episode. Believe me, on other shows, I've said way worse leading to their ads and going through it. I think the last one I said that Mennonites should never eat it because they aren't real people. And I had just learned what a Mennonite was 5 minutes earlier. So that's the thing. Silk City hot sauce, it's amazing. I know I brag about my favorite all time, Aztec Attack. I've already gone through a whole fucking bottle. It's my new condiment. It's great. I'm now using the Mango Madness more, but I'm even trying to use it. And I'm noticing, even though I don't like hot stuff, I can eat their stuff because it has so much flavor that I don't mind the heat and the burn. Most times when you eat hot shit, it's just hot and burning. But it's for me, it's all tasty fucking shit. It makes your food better. It enhances the flavor of it. It adds to it. It doesn't dominate it. And it's amazing stuff. What?
I really want to try this stuff. Where can I go?
So funny. Bobby Tamburro does this too. Well, Dave, if you want to try it, all you got to do is get on your old, when you're done Googling CCD or KKK, whatever letters you are, go to silkcityhotsauce.com.
What's that again?
There, you start shopping. You start looking at all the different things they have, the incredible artwork that's on the bottles, the amazing kinds of sauces they have, like Badass Jew, which you'll like, Dave, because you like the word Jew. You have that on there. You got Bobby Bickerstaff's Chipotle. You've got the Jonestown. You got so many different kinds. And you get that. And when you're ready to shop, before you shop, find a little thing for the promo code, put in POS, boom, you save 15% off all your purchases.
Sorry,
and on top
what was
of that, they give you a free bottle of cherry sriracha just because you fucking shopped. And on top of that, motherfucker, they give you stickers and not some bullshit, hey, kid, getting the van stickers, some good ass stickers of their logo, which is like a fucking cool dragon with Silk City hot sauce. Awesome artwork. You get that. So you're eating hot sauce and your kid's like, give me something. Fuck you. Here's a sticker. It's something for everybody. And you do that. It supports us. It supports the comedy that we're doing like this. They love that we speak our minds and do things. I love that they're doing their thing and making people happy with the fucking wonderful sauces they make. So get on over there and buy me some fucking Aztec Attack because I'm poor and I need some. It's a good gift to give to people. It's an amazing sauce. Support this company. Go over to silkcityhotsauce.com, promo code POS, and the last S is for savings. I've been throwing that in for stealing from that mattress company for like every fucking time I do it. So, final thoughts, Brandon. What do you think about ethnicity? Is it bullshit, or should people be proud of it, or what?
I think it's cool to be proud of your culture and some of your heritage, but I don't think you should let it define you, and you shouldn't use it as an excuse to be an asshole.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a crutch.
See,
yeah, exactly.
I was right there with you, Brandon, on everything you said, except for I'm a big believer in taking every excuse you can to be an asshole.
But why?
Well, yeah, we know.
Okay, but Dave, but seriously, listen, you're a tremendous asshole.
Thank you.
And a slouch.
You're a heck of a slouch.
Heck of a slouch. Some might even say a rube. But here's the thing.
A stooge.
Why can't Dave Hintz take credit for being an asshole? Why does the heritage and other people get credit for the amazing assholery that you brought to the table?
Excellent point, Pat. Excellent point.
All right, and I'll address that point because, Pat, I'm proud of the fact that I'm an asshole. But it's more impressive if my father was an asshole, his father was an asshole, his father before him was an asshole. I come from a long line of assholes.
And yes, I like that you always go into your Jewish voice near the end of everything. But okay,
right,
those four people might have really been assholes, but they're not the same asshole that you are because none of them went on a stage and said it in front of people. You are brought it to a new level. You
Yeah.
saw their asshole and you raised it to dickhead. Like you did this on your own. And once again, you said that. That's not because all four of you are from some fucking country. It's because the four of you are pieces of fucking shit that shouldn't have been born. And that's why you're the way you are. Not because you came from where the fuck Hinceville is. No one gives a fuck about that. It's something pasty and racist and no one knows. But whatever the fuck you are, they're not taking credit for that shit. Be proud of who the fuck you are. If I come up with, listen, I hate when anyone does that. If I do well on stage and I'm funny, I hate when my parents go, well, you get that from your dad or your uncle. Fuck you. I get it from me. I'm an individual that did shit myself. It's not because somebody fucked somewhere else or somebody else thinks they're funny sometimes too. I'm fucking Pat Oates, the Highlander of that shit, motherfucker. I'm the best in this fucking world. Google me, bitch. It has nothing to do with being Irish. A fucking Irish person. I don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Like, go, 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 go. Fuck you. You're stupid. You believe in midgets. You believe in midgets, you stupid fuck.
That sounds like Popeye the Sailor Man if he was drowning. Popeye drowning. That's definitely Popeye the Sailor Man. Drowning. That's the last thing you heard.
Fuck you. Be a person. Dave, what's your final thoughts?
I can't get back. Go.
Potato
Christ. That was delightful. I agree that you should be proud of your heritage. And no, I think you should. I think you can be. I agree with you guys that ethnicity is the most important thing that you could have.
Is fear itself. Isn't that
I like how he's like, I agree, and Pat's like, I didn't say that.
From now on, that's exactly how I argue. I agree that you're an idiot.
Okay, I shouldn't share this, but I'm gonna.
Oh, please do.
I was at work, and a certain person at my work isn't doing well, and I guess he got a review on his job. I mean, I'll get reviews, and you can get like a scale of like 1 to 4, and 4 being the best of things, whatever, and 1 being the worst. And he was the only person ever to get 1s. And
big lots, shoot for 4.
First of all, I'm not allowed to say where I work anymore, Dave. So
bleep it.
I don't know how to do that. All right, bleep this entire show. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have those videos out of me. But here's the thing. So the guy gets said, he got what? And I guess they said to him, you're bad at this. You're bad at that. You're bad at that. He just goes, I agree. And I understand. Now that's fucking owning it. I agree and I understand. The next time says, Pat, you're just an asshole. You fucking spout your mouth off. You think you're funny, you're not funny. And I'll go, I agree.
I agree.
And I understand.
If I was the guy giving that guy his review and he says, I agree and I understand, he just got bumped up a notch. It's 1 more star for you, buddy.
2.
Hey, but he doubled his previous score.
All right, guys, like our YouTube page for Bunk U. You almost saying for Bunk U, whatever the fuck it is. Like that thing. Also, go to my podcast page, Pat Oates, YouTube channel. Podcast page, YouTube channel, Pat Oates. My Patreon. We've been doubling it up. People are coming in like crazy. Me and Bobby Tamburo, we're putting a bunch of shit on there. So please get on over to the Pat Oates Patreon. Support us on that as well. This is going to come out today. So Thursday, I'm at Comics doing the Late Show with Frank Morgallo. Saturday, I'm in Colchester at Stranger Tides Brewery with Darren Rivera and Howie Mason. Sunday, I'm back at Comics. I'm headlining the show there on Sunday. P. Angelo and Shafi Hossein are opening for me. I got a bunch of other shows. Just follow me on Twitter and Facebook to find that shit. Dave?
Check out The Red Club Temptation on Audible, narrated by Austin Kincaid. That's me. And I got a gig coming up in New York at the Broadway Comedy Club. I'll have more details when I get them.
What day is that?
It's actually not going to be for a while. It looks like we're going to be April.
April what? I'm going to New York on April 5th.
I don't have the I don't
go
have the
on
date
April
yet.
5th. We can go up together. I'll get you on a compound show.
That works.
I'm going to be on the Wet Spot on
Nice.
April 5th. It's a fun show. Brandon?
Check out my upcoming book at shadowworked.com. Shadowworked.
Not out yet.
You can, yeah. Well, I've been
You
working.
need
That's
some
the other thing.
Koreans, Brandon.
Yeah, I do. It's a great idea. Go to
There's no ethnic without ends, or
devonautosales.com
whatever it
if you
was
need a
saying.
car. Ethnic
Eth-
without ends.
Ethic is ethnic without the N.
I'm slanging steel back in Devon, Connecticut. So if you need a car or used car, I'll get you one. Or if you want to sell your car, more importantly, I need to buy cars from the lot. So hit me up at devonautosales.com.
I thought you were stealing cars because you texted me and like, I'm just buying them off the street. I'm like, do they know? Just leaving money on the doorstep. Like, thank you.
Thank you so much. Here's $20 for your car.
There you go. Here's my
And check out
accident.
my YouTube channel too, Brandon Bonanza. I'm going to be putting up a video. I just had a very interesting what's the word? Encounter today. No mask encounter. So I'm going to be talking about that, and might actually lead to me taking some legal action. So we'll see what happens.
Ooh, tune in next week for a
Tune
hot
in.
debunking legal action.
Well, that's the thing. If this is what happens, we can actually go into debunking. So I've been looking into, just to give you a little teaser, I've been looking into for the past several months a different form of law, a way to work into with a law system where you do it all yourself, really. And if this something that I'm going to have to move forward with works, then we can debunk it as it happens. And if I get it to work, then we know it works. And if it doesn't, then we can debunk it.
Well, you know what? I need a lawyer for something, so maybe I'll hit you up. That'll throw them off. Here comes this guy. They won't even let you in.
Bunk 'em.
You don't have a mask on.
Bunk you.
They won't even let you in the courtroom. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Great. Thanks. Where's
Tune
my
in for
lawyer?
more.
I don't know. He's too proud to help me.
I'm proud to be an
Goodbye,
American.
everybody.